Hey sweeties, it's your girl Candy, and you're watching Sweetaddictionstv. And today we have who? You wanna come on over here?
It's B.Scott.
How you doing?
I'm good.
That's great.
How could I not be? I'm in ATL.
Oh, and what brought you down here?
I came down here because I was going to I hosted a few events on Friday, and then Saturday I ran to some more clubs, and then I'm speaking at Morehouse on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday at 7 p.m.
So if you're in it, we got a lot of Atlanta sweeties, so we need you to go to Morehouse. Check that out. Okay,
So.
what else is going on with B.Scott?
Actually, I almost forgot one thing. I shot with Derek Blanks today.
Oh,
so
okay.
we did the alter ego thing, but it's a secret. I can't say what I did. So
Can
yeah,
you
it's
tell
exclusive. You have to check at lovebscott.com.
Can you tell me when the camera go out?
Oh yeah, I can.
I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody. So, what's going on with as far as your talk show that you're trying to put together?
I have officially signed a television production deal,
Okay.
but I can't really talk about the specifics of it, until we have more, things to say.
Okay, but
basically.
congratulations.
But I can say something. I do. The second week in April, I will be launching my radio show on Jamie Foxx's Foxhole, Sirius 106, XM 149. It'll be the B.Scott Show, hour long, where it's very similar. Thank you. It'll be very similar to what people have seen and gotten used to seeing on YouTube from me, as well as my TV appearances on TV One Access and Tyra Banks, stuff like that.
So when you were sitting in front of the camera, talking about your Ethiopian neighbor.
We're friends now. That's the update. And people keep asking me about that, like, B.Scott, what's going on with you and the Ethiopian neighbor? We're friends now. She actually one day came down to me and she apologized, and she kind of was deferring her anger about her divorce on me. So that's why we kept popping off on each other, type of thing. I don't play that.
Yeah, to get it together. So when you were doing that though, did you imagine that it would take you to where you are now? Like, was that the goal, or was it just like, let me get in front of this camera, let me vent?
Actually, it was crazy because my first video came about because my best friend was like, B, you really need to do a video so people can see your personality. They need to see what I see every day when I'm dealing with you. And I was like, no, I don't want people to see that stuff. It's personal. I'm a private person.
Right.
And so I did that first video with Shamar Moore talking about his ding ding, and it just blew up. It's kind of just one led to another, and I don't know. I never had in mind that I wanted to be on YouTube so all this could happen. Right. It just happened. I feel like God kind of said, okay.
This is where you need to be.
Definitely.
That's the best way for you to just kind of fall into it when it comes naturally.
Exactly.
Okay, so how did you get about getting on Access? And Tyra, how did that come about?
Actually, everything you've seen on television has happened from Love Muffin. So Love Muffin, for those of you who may not know, is what I call my fans. And so they are behind the scenes at these different television shows, and like, you need to have B.Scott on. So for Tyra Banks, they were, for months they were trying to figure out how and what type of segment they wanted to use me for. And so it just happened that, it came up for Stranger Ambush Makeovers. And they said, B, would you like to do it? I said, of course, it's Tyra Banks. And it's good that I got in right before, this is her last season. Right. So it's great.
Okay, well, we can't wait to see you on the Sprinklers, child.
It's coming. I'm telling you, like I say all the time, I can show you better than I can tell you.
Right.
I'm not one of those type of people that, talking about I'm doing this and that and the other without, it's being reality. I'm really close.
So let me ask you this. When you started on YouTube, because we kind of started off, myself and my co-host, you venting, like, you ain't gonna worry me.
Right.
And then it turned into some other stuff.
Right.
How did you deal with, at first, the negativity?
From the other YouTube people or just in general?
Overall.
I don't know, because it's the funny thing about it, like, people have always criticized me my whole life. So anything they said, I had already heard before.
Right.
I grew up in a very small town in Hoskin, North Carolina. So, like, I've heard all the stuff about my sexuality and being mixed. And, so when they said it, I was like, y'all need to be more creative. Right. If you're going to diss me, think of something new. Start thinking of something that really going to get my attention. Not the same stuff I've heard, for 20-some years. I was like, bitch, boo, bye, basically. Okay. Bitch, boo, bye, ho, have a seat, all that.
All that good stuff. Okay, now you said from fellow YouTubers, too. So did you get some slack from...
I think oftentimes it's very sad when you see people who obviously have seen what you're doing and used to be supporters, and then they come out and say negative things. That's hurtful. And I don't necessarily see all of it, but people tell me, did you hear? And I don't know what's true and what's not true. But what I know is that, I don't have time to be talking about other people. when I'm doing my thing, I'm talking about what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm not going to spend time talking about somebody else. You know, that's going to stop you from doing what you really need to do for yourself if you focus on somebody else. So I think the negativity, you don't pay it any mind. And just like, for instance, like one of my best friends, Ty Hunter, was telling me like how Beyonce, you know, she never ever responds to negativity. And she doesn't even want it around her. So that works for me too. Like I have adopted that with my team. Don't bring it to me. Like I don't want to hear that. It's not, you know, me knowing that it's not going to do anything for me.
Right.
It's not going to do anything for them either. But let them continue, because oftentimes haters bring new love muffins.
Right.
They were like, did you see this B.Scott? I can't stand him. And they're like, oh no, wait a minute. He's fly.
Right.
I'm going to follow him. So it brings me more, you know, love muffins. So.
Yeah, because we had stalkers, we had fake pages, and they brought us extra support.
Oh,
thank you.
Not fake pages.
Yes, Chad, they were doing a bunch. But
and I will say too, people need to really figure out ways to take it to the next level. You can't be complacent. Like I'm not going to grow old on YouTube. Right, I'm not going to be there, you know, talking about my Ethiopian neighbor 5 years down the road. We still got stuff, you know what I mean? Like that's, you know, you have to say, this is what was true for me in the beginning. Some people look at me and they say, well, B, why have you changed? Like, you know, your first videos were so funny, and you were this, and this. If you want to see those, you can go watch that.
Right.
But I have to be true for who I am. And it just so be it that right now, this is what's true for me. 5 years down the road, I could be doing something totally different. Right. This is, YouTube for me has always been a way for me to express myself. For me to just, you know, do me, and the fans came along.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people should be dictated by negative or positive feedback. You need to do you.
Use it as a stepping
whatever
stone.
that means. Use it as stepping stones and be true to who you are. Because the moment you start catering to people, whether it's good or bad, you lose yourself.
Right.
So then I just become this character.
For you.
For you. And I mean, you appreciate it, but then my soul will be lost.
Right. What'd you say?
Oh, I'll get to preach. Okay, let me
Don't
stop.
change it.
I'll be like, wait a minute, let me tell you, I got something I need to.
Don't
right.
Don't,
okay, wait a minute.
I gotta say try now.
We need to talk about your shoe game for a second. Can you raise this up? Because I saw this shoe right here, Shonda, baby. Who is it by? What is it?
YSL.
It's left. YSL.
I
love YSL makeup. Yeah.
I had to, but
Okay.
I just got one.
Okay. I'm not gonna take a look.
I was good. Okay. What about the music?
The music is honestly, it's been so much going on. Like I haven't even had time to think about it. But I think I am going to do a new song with DJ Father Jules. Okay. And for the record, my music is fun. Right. Like my music is not like, I know I'm not a major vocalist. I'm not gonna be like, you know, I leave that to Mimi. That's Mimi's thing. I do it because it's fun and it's also good with branding. For instance, you know, like the new webisodes I've been doing, you hear the glamoring glitter, and I'm like, why not do it if I can do it?
Right.
But I'm not necessarily gonna do a full blown album type of thing.
Okay,
that's not me. It's fun. It's for branding. You know. That's a new song will be coming. I think we're doing a new song for the little opening jingle for my radio show.
Okay. Now let me ask you though, with your song, "Bitch I'm a Ponytail." Where exactly? Where'd you get that from?
Well, it's funny because I did a photo shoot a long time ago, and I was holding this long piece of hair, and then one of my friends doing an instant message chat was like, "Oh, bitch, hold my ponytail," and then we start going back and forth with like, "Bitch, hold my ponytail," "Oh, bitch, hold my ponytail," and then that's what happened.
And that's what happened.
Bitch, hold my ponytail.
Okay, because I've seen a few videos where they was doing. I think it was one girl. She was getting it. She was.
But actually, it was. I think it was. I don't know if she's transgender or not. But she was the first one to do it.
Bigger girl?
No, she was she's skinny, very pretty, and she came out and she was holding it before Beyonce, before anybody. Like she had that first.
Oh. All right. Well, I know you're busy, but I do appreciate you letting me come sit down with you and.
Thank you so much for having me.
I see your mink.
My Nink's nails. This is the first time I've ever had Mink's nails.
You like them?
And my Love Muffin came and did them. Thank you, Tiara. But the only thing about Mink's though, like from what I've noticed so far, is that they start peeling.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I thought they said they last real long, so yeah.
Well, this is 3 days into it. You see that right here? Okay. But it still looks, you know.
So.
And Controversy is where we are. Oh, what's going on? Arvin Avenue. And thank you so much for having us here at Controversy.
Come check them out.
I have an ensemble on right now, courtesy of Controversy.
We're Love Muffins too.
Y'all heard that right. But I ain't gonna tell nobody you say you was no Sweetie. You could have faked it, but don't tell nobody.
Okay.
Sweetie, you're here too. So you know we love you. Much love to Sweetie.
And And be sure to check me out on lovebscott.com and also youtube.com/lovebscott and twitter.com/lovebscott. Everything's Love B. Scott. Like if you forget, just type B.Scott, B.Scott, or Love B. Scott in Google and it'll all come up.
Yeah, because you got some fake pages on Twitter too.
I got fake pages?
If you put B.Scott, something pops up.
Oh no, ma'am.
It's
Really?
not you.
Oh.
But it does come up.
We're gonna have to report that. Let me know.
Love B.Scott.
Love B. Scott.
And that's what we got.
And I love you.
I love you, baby. I appreciate
Double kiss.
it.
Mwah. Mwah. Bye bye.
Bye, sweeties.